Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to today's session. I'm glad to have everyone on this call. Good to see everyone. So happy. My name is Amarachi Kalu, and today I have with me my moderator for today, Lorian, on this call. And I have Judith. Lorian is going to be my moderator for this section, and Judith is going to be our broadcaster. Thank you, ladies, for joining. Okay, I'm so excited to have everyone on this call today. So, my name is Amarachi, like I said. Please do well to introduce yourself, your name, and where you are watching us from in Lagos, Nigeria. I can see Wow. I can see Simon. I can see Edward. Welcome, Edward. Welcome, Simon. Welcome, Victoria. Welcome, Victoria. Wow. Welcome, Mary. Welcome, Oluchuku. So glad to see everyone on this call. Please, where are you watching us from? What's the weather condition from where you're watching us from? Okay, today we are going to be looking at staying productive online. Staying productive online. Currently, we are online and we are on YouTube. We are online and we are on YouTube, and yeah, we are staying productive online because we are learning new new skills. We are acquiring knowledge, and we are trying to acquire the knowledge that can help us change our business and our career. So we want to learn on what it is about staying productive online. When we say staying productive online, what is it about? Now today, let's get to look at the agenda for today. Let's look at the agenda for today. The agenda, number one agenda for today is set up your remote office. Setting up your remote office. If you're going to stay productive online, how do you set up your remote office? Our second agenda is building a productive work environment. How do you build a productive work environment? And how do you manage and maintain your well-being? How do you manage and maintain your well-being? Welcome, welcome. I would like to read more from the chat. Welcome, Victoria. Like I said, good to have you. Welcome, Adekenyi from Bauchi, Nigeria. What did she say? It is currently raining here in Zamfara State. Wow, wow, wow. I'm Simon from Wow, welcome Simon from Ekiti. Good to have you on this call. Glad you're watching us from Ekiti. Okay, go. Let's go to the next thing. How? Let's go to the next step. Okay, Google is offering a free boot camp. Free boot camp. Sorry, Google is offering a free boot camp to everyone who is willing to learn and acquire knowledge. So you could want to sign up for the free boot camp. Do you have a small business and you were ready to scale? Here is your opportunity for you to make it and scale your business or bring your business online. Join the free group boot camp. It is free. Google has made it free for everyone. So my moderator will be putting that link on the chat. You could save the link for later, and after the session, you can go back to it and click on it and go to the section. Thank you. So let's go to the next slide. How has COVID-19 impacted your role? How has COVID-19 impacted your role as a whole? How has COVID-19 impacted your business? How has COVID-19 impacted your career? I'm going to mention this. This section is an interactive section. So I would like everybody to put their comments in the comment section so that I can read it. How has COVID-19 impacted your role, or how has COVID-19 impacted your business? Okay, for some of us who had a physical office, and during COVID-19, when people were restricted to go out, you had to bring your business online. So how has COVID-19 really impacted your business? For some people, COVID-19 has made their business to come online. For some people, it has impacted their business negatively and positively. Negatively in the sense that they lost customers and they're not able to regain their customers. So leave in the chat box, how has COVID-19 impacted your business? Let me know. Let me know in the comment section, how has COVID-19 impacted your business? I'm waiting for your response. How has COVID-19 impacted your business? Okay, Victoria said we have worked from home online. Wow. Wow. She has worked from home online. So COVID-19 made you change your physical office to an online office. Wow. And we have diversified. Wow, that's really lovely. I'm still waiting for some comments in the comment section. Wow. Benita said their business have boomed because they had a lot of online orders. Wow, that's great, Benita. That's really great. So we're going to be looking at my next slide. Set up your remote office. How do you set up your remote office? Setting up your remote office. Okay, what is remote working? Remote working is the working style that allows professionals to work outside a traditional office. Remote office is a working style that allows anybody, professionals, to work outside a traditional office. It is based on the concept that work does not need to be done in a specific place to be executed successfully. Work does not need to be done in a particular space to be executed successfully. So remote working is a working style for that allowed every professional to work outside the normal way we used to go to work to work. So remote working has really helped a lot of people. So we're gonna be looking at where can people work remotely? Where can people work remotely? Where can people work remotely? People can work remotely from their homes. For some employees, working from home is the best option. It has eased a lot of people. I know that it has eased a lot of people. People are beginning to work from their home, so they see it as the best option because you get to spend time with your family. It has given people more flexibility and home lifestyle. It has given a lot of people more flexibility and the home lifestyle. You can also work from a coffee shop. If you don't have a specific place in your home to work, you could go to the coffee shop to work. Working in a coffee shop is working in a public space. Working in a public space like a coffee shop, cafe, a bar, a restaurant, and it often boosts productivity. It also boosts your productivity level because you get to see people, you get to meet new people, get to make new friends and all that. Then the second part is that working a co-working space. A co-working space has always, to me, it has always been the best. It has always been the best working space because you get to meet people and interact with them. You get to meet different people from different sector of industry and interact with them, and you get to network. Really, that was what I was looking for. You get to network with them. You get to exchange ideas on how to improve some certain aspect of your work as well. So co-working space are also a great option for freelancers and remote workers. Co-working space are also a great is really a great option for freelancers and remote workers like people like us because I'm a remote worker. I work directly from home. So you could see me, I'm working from my house. So it's one of the best options you could utilize because you get to meet somebody who you've never met before, maybe a CEO of a company who just came into town and is looking for a particular place to work, and you get to meet each other and exchange contact and have a network. And also library has always been is another place you could optimize, is another place you could utilize to work. Library is one of the places you could go to, but when you have to work in the library, you don't have to make phone calls. This is a quiet place where people go to read, so you won't want to disturb people who came to study. So you just have to not to make calls, but it is really a very good place for working. It's really a very good place for remote working. Library has always been one of the best places for remote working. So let's take the option to my next slide. Let's talk about what do you need to work remotely? What are the things you need to use to work remotely? Or what are the things you've been using to work remotely? What are the things you've been using to work remotely? What are the things you've been using to work remotely? Okay, first of all, for you to work remotely, you need a dedicated workspace. You need a very well dedicated workspace and a space whereby you can go and relax. You can go and have your desk. You have your own personal space. Nobody's coming to disturb you. You're just there, seated, and you do your work at ease. A dedicated workplace is a place that is a separated workplace from your house. It could be this a part of your dining table where you normally have this wine bar. Yeah, where you normally have this wine bar. You could dedicate that little space for wine bar and create your own working space by just having your desk, your laptop, your chair, and some of the things you need to boost your work. You just have it at that small corner of your house. So, or you could, for people like me, you could just look for a place at the entrance of your house where you know that people don't usually pass, and just create your own little corner and place your table and work free from home. And for you to work remotely, you will need devices. You will need a technology you need technology that will help you to connect and collaborate and work remotely. Things like um, your internet connection, your Wi-Fi. You need your laptop. You need your ring lights so that you can have so that you can be able to work effectively. You will also need an internet connection. You will need a stable internet connection to be able to work effectively. You will need a stable internet connection for you to be able to work effectively without any distraction. So let's move to the next slide. Creating your own workspace. Creating your own workspace. How do you create your own workspace? Or have you tried creating your workspace before from home? I remember in the chat section that Victoria said that we have worked from home and online. So Victoria, how did you create your workspace from home? I know it was a little bit difficult at the start, but you managed to push through. How do you create your own workspace from home? For you to create your own workspace from home, you need to find a space inside your house where you will be feeling more productive, where you will be feeling more productive, like where you will sit and you'll be energized to work, where you will sit and you feel relaxed and peaceful to work. First of all, things you should avoid. You should avoid your bed or your couch. For we for we ladies, I know a lot of us who want to wake up, the first thing we pick up is our laptop and we are still on the bed and we are operating our system. But we should always try to avoid our bed and our couch, because you could stay over there and you just doze off once and for all. But for you to be effective, you have to avoid the bed and the couch. The second point is that you should set up a table and a chair. Look for a comfortable chair or a table, you know that is at your height. Look for that table and that chair and place in the specific corner where you've created in your room, and sit comfortably and work. It's gonna really help you. The third point is that you make sure that space is comfortable. Make sure you are able to move around. Make sure you could find your own personal space in that corner. The fourth point is that you should always consider your position. Consider your position whereby you won't be able to be feeling back pain after sitting for a while. The chair should be comfortable, and you won't be feeling chest pain at the point because you're not sitting comfortably. So consider your sitting position. That is the right thing. Consider your sitting position. So let's dive into the next stage of of our class. Physical equipment. What are the physical equipment you will need to work in remotely? What are the physical equipment you will be needing to work in a remotely? First of all, you will need your phone. You will need your phone, you will need your computer or your laptop. Then you will need a notebook and a pen. Always have these items right before you. Always provide these items right before you. It is important that you have these items before you can be able to work remotely, because without these three things, you won't be able to work effectively, especially when you don't have your laptop. How do you how do you type the things you need to type if you don't have your laptop? How do you write that the agendas or the key points of things you need to do in a day if you don't have your notebook? So these are the physical equipment you need to have beside you when working remotely. When working remotely. And the fourth point is that you should get a stable power. Getting a I know in Nigeria, one of the challenges in Nigeria is that there is no stable light, but you will need a stable light to work remotely. To be productive, you have to get a stable light to charge all your devices, your phone, your laptop, or any other device you use to work. First of all, make sure your generating set is working properly. Make sure your generating set is working properly. If you need to get fuel or diesel to fill up your generating set, make sure those things are already in it and already available and functioning properly before you come to sit down and work. The second point is that you should try solar powered devices. Try solar powered devices like inverter. I remember when I was in Lagos, I used to use my inverter to charge my phone and my system whenever they take light. So all these things are because I have a solar. We had a solar power available. So all these things are already charged. So whenever I need to work, I just pick up my laptop and plug it in. I know these things are functioning already. So I just sit calmly and work. The third point is that you need to get your power bank. Get power bank for all your devices. Nowadays, there's power bank for laptop, so you could get your power bank for your laptop and use it to charge your laptop so that you can be able to have a stable light. A stable light. Find sufficient internet connection. It is very important that you should find a sufficient internet connection to be able to work remotely, because I think internet is one of the most basic essential things you need while working remotely. You don't need to be dabbling between networks, like dabbling between networks. First of all, choose the right um, internet service provider that suits the environment where you are. Choose the right internet service provider that suits the environment where you are working, because there are some service providers that don't work in some areas, like you might be in Lagos and in Sulere. There are some networks that don't work in Sulere. So choose the right service provider that works in that particular area where you're working from, and also consider a substitute or an alternative service provider. You could buy two SIMs, or you can have Etisalat and Glow, or you have MCN and Glow, and whenever you have a challenge of internet, you could switch in between those service provider to find the one that is stable at that moment. The third point is that you should find the right router. Find the right router that suits the environment. Always plug in your Wi-Fi. Always plug in your Wi-Fi. Test and compare the internet speed. Nowadays, it's very easy for you to know the speed at which your internet is functioning. You just go to www.testmyspeed.com. Google has provided that means whereby you can test the speed of your internet. Just go to www.testmyspeed.com. You'll be able to test the speed at which your internet is running, and it's easy you and it eases you. Now, let's go to the next slide. What are the challenges of working remotely? What are the challenges you face while working remotely? What are the challenges you face while working remotely? What are the things you've encountered when you're working remotely? I think that question, I think the right person to answer that question should be Victoria. Victoria, what are the challenges you face while working remotely? Um, Edward, what are the challenges you face while working remotely? I need that in the chat box. What are the challenges we face while working remotely? What are the challenges we face while working remotely? What are the challenges we face while working remotely? Okay. Victoria said distraction from family. Wow. Yeah. Especially when you have kids, you have to say, come here, go here, sit here. Don't do this, don't shout. Yes, it's one of the challenges you will face while working remotely. I'm still waiting for more response. What are the challenges you face while working remotely? Simon said, can a co-working space be benefit for a freelancer writer? Yeah, of course. Of course. Of course. Boredom. Yes, because you don't get to meet Victoria. Yes, because you don't get to meet people. You don't get to meet people. You are all alone in the house, and when everybody goes out to work, you're all alone in the house from morning to evening. So yeah, you could be bored. Could be bored. Hello, Ada. Welcome to this section. We are glad to have you. Good to see you on this section. So, like I said, what are the challenges you face while working remotely? Edward said unexpected visitors. Like my friends. Yes, yes, unexpected visitors. Unexpected visitors. So let's talk about it. The challenges you face while working remotely. There are many challenges we can face while working remotely, which we'll be mentioning in this session, such as loneliness, lack of social interaction, lack of social interaction, whereby you won't get to meet people like Victoria said, like families and all that. Like Victoria said, boredom, yeah, loneliness, you don't get to talk to people, you're alone in the house from morning to night, till in the evening when the people start coming back, but by then you will have closed from work too. And the second one is self-discipline. Self-discipline. You should know that self-discipline is one of the challenges we face because you, some people will just get to sleep for hours and wake up anytime they like to get to work, which is not the proper way to work. Which is not the proper way to work. The third point is no employment benefits. You don't have any employment benefits when you're working from home. Okay, you don't have any employment benefit when you're working from home. The fourth one is that it is hard to switch off. Yes, like me yesterday, I had to work to 1 or 2 a.m. in the morning. It's really hard to switch off because you are there and you're working. You want to get the work done so I won't have to postpone it to weekend and all that. Yeah, and you also miss out. Yeah, you also miss out because you don't know what is happening around you or in the world because you're in your own particular space inside your house and nobody is seeing you. You're not seeing anybody, you're not hearing any gist and all that. So those are some of the challenges of working remotely. Now let's go to the next slide, which is what are the benefits of working remotely. We've talked about the disadvantage of working remotely. Now we're going to talk about we are going to be talking about the advantages of working remotely. What are the benefits? What are the gains? Those things that we gain while working remotely. What are the benefits of working remotely? 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 I want to see that in the comment section. What are the benefits of working remotely? Let me read the comment section. Sorry, I'm coming to the comment section to read. Is there a way one can take advantage almost immediately of a co-working space? Yeah, I mean, getting to meet new customers. Yeah. In a co-working space, you get to meet new customers, you get to meet new people. You even get to network. Yeah, that's the word I use. You get to network with people you've not known before. So in a co-working space, you get to do that and exchange uh, your card. Okay. Yeah, because you are in contact with the new. Thank you, Miss Lorian, for the good job. Thank you. Having enough time with family and friends. Yeah, that's the benefit. Thank you, Benita. Yeah, one of the benefits is having enough time with your family. You get to concentrate more and think better. Thank you, Bukola. You get to concentrate more and think better. Victoria said, you work at your own time and on your own terms. Wow. That's nice. Victoria, I like that comment. Favor said freedom of movement. Yes, freedom of movement. You could move at any time, but you have to take permission though. You let your co-workers know that you're moving out. Mary said to save you from unnecessary expensive. Yeah, guys. Yeah, wow. I love the vibe in the comment section. I love the vibe. Thank you all. Okay, now let's look at the benefits of working remotely. Let's look at the benefit of working remotely for employees. It's flexible, like you all said. It's flexible. You get to move out. You get to attend doctor's appointments. You get to pick up your kids from school. You get to move around the house. Maybe you go check on your pets, or you get to prepare one small thing for yourself to eat, and you get to go to the restroom. So it's flexible. No communing. Yeah, no communing because you don't get to spend transport fare, like moving from here to there, going to the office every morning, things like that. So yeah, like who said that? Somebody said, yeah, Betty said you get to spend time with family. Yeah, family is the most important people on earth. You get to spend time with family. I think this benefit works more for mothers, newborn mothers that nursing mothers. That's the right word. These benefits get to work more for nursing mothers that just gave birth. So, and you have less distraction. Yeah, less distraction, and you're highly full of morale. Your morale is high. You're energetic to work the whole day because you're working remotely and That's one of the benefits. You get to do your thing at your own time. You get to do your thing at your own time. Now let's move to the next section. The benefits. We are still on the benefits of working remotely. It reduces overhead costs. Yeah, it reduces overhead costs. I saw that in the comment section. Great, and it increases greater productivity. It increases greater productivity because you get to think well, you get to think better, you get to relax and think better and work at your own pace and produce a very nice job. You access a great you have access to wider pool of talent. Always remember that when you're working remotely or for CEOs, you get to employ people from all over the world, from any part of the world, because you have access to employ anybody from anywhere because that person has talent, not because the person is living close to your to the office anymore. Okay. Improve employee rent rentation. It improves employees rentation. Sorry, I was going through the comment section. Able to concentrate more. Wow, Edward said able to concentrate more. Yeah, good job, guys. I love that. Now let's pause for questions and answers. Let's pause for questions. Do you have any question? Feel free to ask me. If you have any question, feel free to ask me. Let me go to the comment section and check what is there. If you have a question, feel free to ask me. I'm here to answer your questions. If you have a question, feel free to ask me. I'm waiting for your questions. If there's no question, just put hi in the comment section so that I can move on. If there is no comments, just put hi in the comment section so that we can move on. Now let's talk about, okay, Benita, thank you. Now let's talk about the advantage and the disadvantage. We've talked about the advantage and the disadvantage of working remotely, right? Right, guys? We've talked about the advantage and the disadvantage of working remotely. Now let's take a look at how you can build a productive working environment. How you can build a productive work environment. How you can build a productive work environment. Why your work why you work why your working environment is important. Why is your working environment important? Why do you think your working environment is important? The quality of your working environment is vital to your productivity. Do you know that? The quality of a working environment is very vital to your productivity. You should always have a designated area, a specific place where you work, where you feel relaxed to work. Okay. The second one is find the right chair that suits you. Find the right sitting position. It's comfortable chair. For some people, they feel comfortable sitting on a wood chair. For some people, they feel comfortable sitting on a chair with a foam. Okay, so find the right chair and get a feeling system to organize your life. Get a feeling system to organize your life. Get something. I know there's this thing on Dreamia where you it's like in French they say classeur. It's like a file, yeah, a file where you place your documents and you arrange your things on the table without it littering everywhere. Without it littering everywhere. Now let's look at the researches that have been made. The research that have been made. Do you know that you have 40% decrease in productivity due to working due sorry. Do you know that you have a 40% decrease in productivity due to workplace distraction? Do you know? Do you know? And 20% increase in error. This is what research tells us, that productivity de- decreases by 40%. Productivity decreases by 40% because there's no distraction, there's no colleague coming to gossip or coming to tell you her life story that will make you get distracted from the job you are doing, and you get to concentrate and focus on what you're doing. So there is 40% decrease in productivity due to a workspace distraction, and 27% increase in error. 27% increase in error. So research shows us that. Let's talk about how you can maximize distraction. How do you maximize distraction? How do you maximize distraction? How do you as a person maximize distraction when working? How have you been maximizing distraction while you work? Distraction will always come. Always know that distraction will always come. If you're working remotely, if you're not working remotely, if you're working from office directly, there will always be distraction. But how do you maximize distraction while working? How do you maximize distraction while working? How do you maximize distraction working? Will it be possible for us all to have this training recorded and collected? Oh, Simon, the training is not recorded, but you can rewatch the training after this section. You just have to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you, Lorian, for that. You could watch it later after subscribing to our YouTube channel. So how do you maximize distraction? How do you maximize distraction? Or how have you been maximizing distraction? For Victoria, who has been working from home, Benedita, Simon, Favor, how have you been maximizing distraction? How have you been maximizing distraction? I would say one of the things you should do is to have a schedule of things that should be get that should be done. Yeah. Victoria said, be committed to a time scheduled. Wow, yeah, exactly what I said. Have a, a time schedule for every activities you're supposed to be working on, for everything you're working on. Have a time schedule. How do you maximize? I'm still waiting for other people to respond. Okay, how do you minimize distractions? Sorry, thank you. Thank you, Favor. How do you minimize distraction? Thank you. I think I was distracted from the conversation. That's right. Thank you. Okay, you can minimize distraction by following these few steps. First of all, let others know your working time or your working hours. Let people around you, let your family members, even your kids, even your husband, anybody that is living with you, let them know your working hours. Let them know your working hours, the time you're working and the time you're getting off from work. The second point is do one thing at a time. Focus on one task at a time. Make sure you accomplish one task before you move to the other. If not, you get distracted. If you have not finished one task before jumping into the other one, you at the point you get a bit confusing where you stopped from the other part. The third point is that avoid TV and household distraction. That is why for me I don't personally like TV. So I stay when I'm home, I'm either working on my laptop or reading books or trying to think about something. So it's hard before you see me watching TV. So avoid your TV and household equipment, whatever that will get you distraction. Always put away all your pets. I know there are some people who can't do without their pets. Like example of pets is like a dog. The dog we love so much. but you have to put them away for you to avoid distraction. Take regular breaks. Take regular breaks. When you feel you need a break, take break. You can send a message to your colleague or your superior, tell him or her, please, I'm taking break for 10 minutes, I'm taking break for 15 minutes, I will be back so and so time. So they won't get to look for you when you're on break, okay? So they won't get to look for you. Take regular break. It's important. Remember, your health is important. If you're not healthy, you can't work. Always know that. If you're not healthy, you can't work. So take regular breaks, okay? Let's look at the next slide. How can you improve productivity within your teams? That is very important. How do you improve productivity within the team? How do you improve productivity within your teams? How do you improve productivity within the team? Or how have you been improving productivity within the team? Like Victoria who said, their office was moved online. So how were they able to work online as a team? How have you been able to work online as a team? Hi Mary, welcome to today's section. Good to have you, Mary. Have a project management. Have a project management. Project management is one of the way you can be able to improve productivity. Project management is one of the ways you can be able to improve productivity within a team. There are so many tools you can use to manage manage. Sorry, I think I have problem with my slide. Sorry. Okay, I'm back. Thank you. Sorry for that. The first project management tools I can advise you to get is Trello. Trello is a very good project management tool. You can be able to monitor productivity within a team. Asan is also one of the best. Is one of the best management project management tools you can use to manage productivity within your team, within an office or a working environment. Basecamp is also one of it. You can use these four tools to manage productivity within your working space, and they are free. They are free. They they are free. Yeah, they are free to some certain points. Okay, you could use them to manage productivity within your team. You can use it to track quality and status of projects. Okay, you can use Trello to track the quality and the status of the projects your team members are working on or your team is working on. It promotes visibility and trans, uh, trans, transparency of all work. You can be able to see where this person has stopped in this particular project, the level he or she has gotten to while working, if the person has gotten the task done or not. You'll be able to see it. You can be able to identify and address bottlenecks if something came up and the person was not able to work on the task. You're able to see that. It established logistics for teams and communication. With Trello, I know you can be able to have a group call and you can be able to chat. With Asana, the same thing. These project management tools helps a lot in an organization for you to be able to manage a project that your team members are working on, for you to be able to manage the project your team members are working on. Always know that research has shown us that 70% of work mistakes are due to poor communication. 70% of work mistakes are due to poor communication. Poor communication in which sense? Poor communication. Let's look at. Let's look at general communication. For you to communicate generally within your team, or to ease communication within your team, you can use Slack. I know in my office we use Slack to communicate. You have a chat box where you could send messages, private messages to any member of the team. You can use a hot HubSpot. You can use mail. You can use Google Hangouts. Google Hangouts is one of the best short platform to send short messages. Like if you want to send messages to somebody in a department or in your department, you can use Google Hangouts. A strong communication is integrated to business success. Mail is for more formal communication. Is mainly for formal communication. If you want to communicate, do a formal communication, maybe send a report to your superior, or a or a partner, you could use mail. It's very important that you use mail because it's a formal communication. And for instant messages platform, you could use Google Hangouts. Google Hangouts is good for instant messages platform. All these tools are good for collaborate. All these tools are collaborating tools for project work, and it's important that you have it in your organization. Now let's look at set rules to communicate effectively. What are the set rules or the lay down rules for you to communicate effectively in a working space? In order for you to communicate effectively, you need to set rules. Always communicate clearly. Communicate clearly. It's better you communicate, you keep communicating. It's better you keep repeating, keep talking, keep communicating than never communicate. Always communicate clearly. Always ask your team members if they understood what you want them to do as a task. Always ask them. They should be able to state it clearly. Yeah, yes, they understood the task they are being asked to carry out. The second point is that think about the type of message and the content you're sending out. Think about the message. If it's a message that is clearly stated, or the content, is it well understood? You as a person, do you understand what you are sending out as a content? First of all, check it over and over again. If it if you clearly understand what you put in as a message. The third point is respond promptly. Always respond to messages. When somebody send you message, always respond promptly. Don't be late. Don't respond in the next 5 hours. Why the person have sent it 5 hours ago, you're responding in the next 5 hours. Is not looking serious. Okay. Set role model and guidelines. As you as the CEO, or you as the owner of the company, or the team lead, always set, be a role model. Show that you communicate effectively. Show that you are the one who is putting in place, you've put in that set rules, so follow it so that people can take you very seriously. So let's look at some of the things you can use for video meetings and call. One of the tools you can use, some of the tools you can use for video meeting and calls. Some of the tools you can use for video meeting and call. We have Google Meet, we have Zoom. Yes, we have Google Meet, we have Zoom, we have Skype, we have WhatsApp, we have Microsoft. We have Microsoft. Sorry, video meetings. Sorry, my slide is video meetings. Wow, I'm trying to work on my slide. Okay, I should be back. Yeah, video meetings and calls enable team to communicate and collaborate in real times. Okay, video meetings and calls enable teams to collaborate and in real time. Connect connect with teams and work remotely. Video meetings help you to connect with teams and work remotely. Improve level of communication because you get to see people's faces, their reaction on their face, and the way they respond through their action. It boosts collaboration. Google Meet keeps team in connection in an organization or enterprise. We use Google Meet to have meetings, facial meetings, if we don't get to move around. Zoom is one of the apps you should download in an organization. Zoom is one of the apps you should have in an organization. Just go to www.zoom.com, or you go to your Play Store or Apple Store if you're using Apple. Download Zoom. You can you can also request for a memo, even download it for free. Zoom is free. You can download it and use it at any time, anywhere. You can use Zoom to host or join meetings. Okay, up to 100 people can join an online meeting or online class meeting for free. Okay, with Zoom, up to 100 people can join a meeting, and it's 60 minutes at no cost. 60 minutes maximum at no cost. Okay, 60 minutes maximum at no cost. So we can also use Microsoft Team. Okay, Microsoft Team is created for team members. Okay, your team members can use Microsoft Team, and is a channel for communication that is used to organize people in a department. Utilize You could utilize the chat system that is available on Microsoft Teams to communicate and send personal messages to a team member. It permits you to also share documents and collaborate at ease. You could share documents through Google Drive to a team member or to the team on what project you guys want to work on. We have Skype. Skype, there was I remember there was a year Skype was raining and everybody was mad, can I Skype you, and all that. Skype is one of the two, is also a tool you can use to communicate. Send chat invite to anyone and they will accept, and you guys can go on Skype and chat. You can blur the background, change the background effect so that you can be able to have a clear background. How to run effective meetings. How do you run effective meetings? Let's talk about the steps you can take to run effective meeting. First of all, set agendas. Set agendas. Encourage using of camera. Be timely. Okay, be timely at a meeting. Be always is better. You should be on time than being late at a meeting. Know that. Video conference ethics. We're going to talk about video conference ethics. Steps to run effective meeting. Prepare yourself. Always prepare yourself before a meeting. Prepare the agenda of what you're going to be discussing in the meeting so that you don't come to confused, so that you don't come confused and looking confused at all. Dress properly. Dress properly. Consider your lighting. Make sure your ring light is working and your lighting is clear. Consider the background at which you're working from. Always know that background is important so that people don't get to complain that it is distracting them. Consider your audio quality. Okay. Now let's look at the top tips for collaborating effectively. What are the top tips for collaborating effectively? Equip your team with the right tools and equipment. Make project management ease. Make document sharing ease and accessible through Google Drive. Okay, everyone can access company's documents on Google Drive. Encourage collaboration within departments. Okay, prioritize company's culture. Always know that. Always prioritize company culture. Now, let's talk about the final top tips for productivity. What are the final top tips for productivity? Always over communicate. Like I said before, communicate. It's better you communicate than don't communicate. Always communicate. Be disciplined. Remote working is not a vacation for you or a paid leave for you to just whine at time. Always know that you should be disciplined. Have a tool ready for work. Always have your laptop, have your power bank, have your Wi-Fi set. Everything should be available at your disposal. Find something that boosts you. Okay, For me, it is vitamin C that boosts me throughout the day. I could just take it and I'm working, okay? Or coffee or fruits, whatever that you know that will boost you to work. Find it and make it available for yourself. Now let's take pause for questions. Do you have any questions? If you don't have any question, I'll move on to the next because we are running out of time. Manage and maintain your well-being, which is the last for today's section. How do you manage and maintain your well-being? How do you manage and maintain your well-being? Why is it important to manage and maintain your well-being? Why? For those who are working remotely, and if you're not also working remotely, I think this question also is also addressed to you. Why is it important that you manage and maintain your well-being? It is important to manage and maintain your well-being because it impacts your overall health. Okay, it impacts your overall health. I always say this. My health is more important than the work I do. If I'm not healthy, I can't be able to give my best. If I'm not healthy, I can't be able to produce, bring out the thing you're asking me to do. Okay, manage your well-being. Your health is very important. Always know that. Take breaks. Take breaks. When you need to take breaks. The second aspect is that it leads to greater productivity. When you are sound and your mind is relaxed, you do work at ease, and you are excellent in what you're doing because your mind is at peace. Okay. It also increases resilience. Resilience. It also increases resilience. It boosts morale and level of happiness. Okay, it will boost your morale. You're happy, you're joyful, you're all excited at the time, and things are okay for you. So, and you get to relax. Okay, you're not stressing yourself at each point. It's important to manage your well-being. If you're stressed, take a break. If you're stressed, take a break, relax. Nobody's gonna kill you if you don't get a job done at that particular stage. Always take permission that you're going for 5 minutes break, or you want to take a walk, or you want to just move around to stretch your back. Okay. What can you do to manage your well-being? What are the things we can do? What are the things we can do to manage our well-being if we are working remotely? Okay. Let's see. Avoid overworking. Avoid overworking. Like I said, take regular breaks. Always take regular breaks. Set up a reminder to take breaks, like every five minutes if possible, but it's not possible every 5 minutes. Maybe every 1 hour, 30 minutes, or 2 hours. Take break if you know you're going to be working for a very long time. Be clear with your team when you are leaving. Be clear with your team when you are leaving or when you're going to take a break. Be clear. Communicate. Tell your leader that you're taking a break for 5 minutes or you're taking a break for 15 minutes so that they won't get to look for you. Okay. Turn off notification when you're on break. Turn off your phone notification, turn off your laptop notification when you're on break. Schedule in activities like taking a walk, riding a bicycle, or going to the gym at the end of the day so that you can stretch that your muscles, stretch your body, stretch yourself. Okay. Be ready. Be ready for the culture shift. Okay. Be ready for the culture shift. If you're working remotely, be ready for the culture shift. It will help you to embrace the shift. It will help you to embrace the culture around you. Okay. I know for some of us who are just new to working online, it's gonna be a little bit stressful at the beginning. But I promise you, with time, you get to embrace it and even love it better than going to the office, physical office to work. To help you embrace this shift, consider the following. To be able to embrace the shift, let's look at what we should consider for us to be able to embrace the culture shift. Trust, trust your overall performance. Okay, trust your overall performance. Rethink about the concept of work. You might say, moving out from the house was better than staying at home. Just rethink about it. it's not going to hurt you when you work from home. Trying it for the first time is for the first few weeks might be difficult, but later on you see that it's relaxing and you have your time to yourself. Okay, the third point is that understand your commitment. Understand that you took a commitment to work and not to relax at home, not to sleep, not to wind out time, not to have fun or to go out or run errands. Know that you made a commitment to work, so work. Okay, be patient. That's the fourth one. Be patient. Be patient with yourself. Be patient. Give yourself time, okay, to adapt to the new working environment or to the new culture. Okay, give yourself time. Then let's talk about managing your overall well-being. How do you manage your overall well-being? Exercise regularly. Go to the gym or go to YouTube. Download this exercise, or you could just dance. Dancing is an exercise too, so it will help you a lot to boost your morale. View mental health as serious as physical health. Okay, view your mental health as serious, because to some people it might lead to depression, but that's not going to be your case. View it. Always look for somebody you can talk to at the end of the day to just pour out yourself and unease yourself. Okay, check in with your manager or team member regularly, because people are going through a lot of things. Okay, and they might not share it at work. They will come to work and pretend like nothing is happening. Just check in on them regularly. Okay, separate your professional life and from your personal life. When you are out of the office, you're out of the office. Okay, organize in personal social meetups like team bonding. Me, I like team bonding. I can't wait to do team bonding with my team members, because I really want to get to meet everyone on my team. Okay, let's take pause for questions and answers. Then we are done for the day. What's the next step? What's the next step? Okay, get to learn digital with Google. It's a free link. You could join in and get to learn whatever you want to learn with Google. It's a free digital skill course that you will get to do on Google. Let's be reminded about the boot camp. It's very important that we get to do this, because you get to acquire more knowledge. I promise you, it's going to be a 1 week of interesting activities. You're going to learn how to pitch, how to uh, market your business online. You're going to learn so many things, and it's for free. So I think you should choose the options. Okay, you can. Please, the attendance link will be dropped in the chat. Please do well to click the link and get your name on the attendance list. Please, you can um, find us on all social media platforms on Facebook, www.facebook.com. You can find us on Twitter, on Instagram. I think my moderator is already doing that. And thank you very much for the lovely session. Thank you all. Thank you all that attended the session. Thank you. Mary, ensure the message is clear for better understanding by the team member. Yeah, you should ensure that, so that they won't get confused and say at the final or the last they will begin to tell you, I did not understand it, though I did not understand it. But ensure that the message was clear at the beginning. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of today's section. Hope you all loved it. You can put the review. Thank you. Please remember to fill up the attendance form, sorry. Remember to fill up the attendance form that you are here for the section. Thank you, Lorian. Thank you, Judith. Thank you. Goodbye.